will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
7-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Christian McCaffrey.
A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Eagles, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 56 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Bridgewater now. complete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Breaks a tackle. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, 82 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 7.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
A gain of a yard.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he bowls over him. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's make these babies go for a walk. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52.
To throw is Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Where's 52?
From the 44, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 20. Find out.
On the run, it's Davis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
57 is the mic. Rock 57.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? Right? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Wentz. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play. They'll try to run with Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. So
definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wentz now to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to
a big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Panthers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Eagles.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. And again, it's Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
They'll try to punch it into Davis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Davis there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Panthers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 552. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 53 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They run again with Breida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Breida, the ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Bridgewater. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Carolina Panthers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
57, Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Eagles 35, Panthers 30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll have a first down past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Eagles 42. Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Go, D. Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
Good.
A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
At the 5-yard line.
Check. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And the The Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Watch the glass. Watch the glass.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.